I don't know where he
Oh,
went
good for him.
after that, but he looked like he's still on roids maybe a little bit because there was one time that he got in a big old fight or looked like he was about to finish a fight when there's
Mm.
a little scuffle. But so he looks like he's still pretty crazy. I don't know where the hell he went now. Sorry, I can't keep it looking. The Dodgers are getting their asses beat right now. It's
Oh,
5-1.
they're literally playing right now.
Yeah, yeah. So you did you watched the whole game the other night?
Um, yeah, pretty much the whole game.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a boring game.
It
I
was it
mean,
was real boring.
it was a super boring game. Uh, yeah, it was probably the most boring game of the season,
Yeah,
following the best game of the season.
yeah. I did
So you
not
kind of didn't
expect it to
expect.
be that way. I mean, I didn't. I expected a win, but I didn't expect it to be like that. Like totally decided in the second quarter. You know, but they were saying Miami. I mean, you could see it on them. They're tired. Jimmy Butler poured everything out there for I don't know how many games they played. How many. I think I saw a stat that said he played however many minutes he played in the finals was second only to Kobe in 2004. So, if you can imagine that, a guy that you want to keep on the floor, Kobe, and then Jimmy Butler number two, that's a high mark.
Yeah, and then people are like they're pro athletes and stuff, but playing a 40 what is it 48-minute game is and they don't realize the court size
Right.
is ridiculous.
I mean, you think they probably
Run
think about
across an
LA
NBA
Fitness.
court 3 times. Yeah, run across an NBA court 3 times, you're done.
That's
You're
the same
you're,
as
you're
college, though,
gasping
right?
for air. No, it's bigger.
It's bigger?
Yeah,
Oh, I
yeah,
didn't know that.
yeah. It's you're gasping for air for sure.
And
People don't
48
realize that.
minutes.
People think in their mind LA Fitness, like you were saying,
Right. LA Fitness, where if you're shooting a three in the corner, your heels touch the wall. That,
or your heels touch the dude who's shooting all the shots, girlfriend that's watching the game,
yeah.
and she's listened to him say that he's like an amazing basketball player for so long, and then he's getting his ass bust by some like high school kid or something, and then he becomes the guy who argues uh like every single time down, and he shoots every single time down, and you're like, everyone's like, this guy's trash, and his girl's there, and it's all
And
bad.
then she's impressed that he can even dribble like
Yeah.
up and down the court. So it doesn't even matter what he does after that point, anyways.
Yeah, and then there's a couple of dudes that are like, oh, there's a girl there, so they're trying to impress the random girl there.
Right.
It's a shit show sometimes,
Right.
to be quite honest.
It's a crazy environment.
It's far from the NBA finals.
Sometimes it's hard to explain that to some of the people who play there, but yeah, it's definitely not like that.
So they win the championship. Are Lakers fans? Because I'm definitely not a Lakers fan. Are they still hating Danny Green? Like, like where are we at now? Like, he's getting death threats one day, and then Lakers fans love him, or
Uh,
what's the temperature on Danny Green right now?
I don't know about love, but I think people will forget for sure.
Mm,
I mean,
love
people
it.
remember that LeBron passed the shot up, but I bet you they'll forget who took it. You know, it's more about that he gave it up. Did you see Dame's response when that happened? Because LeBron passed
Dame
it.
Lillard.
Yeah, his response was he said something like, "No, he made the right move. He made the right play, but if you ask me, I would have shot on both their asses." Because it's Damian Lillard. Like,
Yeah, it's different. Yeah, he's gonna take the deep
yeah,
three.
yeah. It's like, but even even Lillard knew like that's the right play. That's what LeBron would do.
Yeah,
But I mean, that's not what he would do. But I mean, LeBron makes that if that's game 7 and there's no more games, it might be different. You know, whether
Mm,
he takes
mm,
that shot or not.
yeah. All that goes into being a good, smart basketball player, making the right play, knowing the situation, knowing your series, all that. He's 30, what, 35? He's been there before.
Yeah,
He knows what the deal is.
yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, we're already there, but
Or what did he say? What did he
yeah.
say in the thing? What did he say? So they're gonna respect me or something? What was his
He was
quote?
just talking about everybody wanting their respect. Like Frank Vogel wanting his respect, and Anthony Davis wanting his respect, and then he said that's I want my damn respect too. And I get it. I get it more now. Like just it like had to happen. He had to win it for I think a lot of people to see. He's pretty close when we're talking that conversation. You know, he's getting closer, and he's got a lot of time left.
Where do you have him?
3 or 2A, or I mean 2B, I would say.
So you don't have him number two. Who's number two?
I would
Kobe?
say Kobe and LeBron, number
Oh,
2
okay.
ish. But I mean, but the margin being so small, like obviously. But I mean, he mentioned that when he was getting asked yesterday or the other night that he's got more time left. He's got more time. Anthony Davis is young. They got pieces, and the Lakers are going to continue to get pieces. So it might not be the last one that he gets. He might have a couple more. You know, he's
Yeah.
and you can see the way that he's scaled down his usage over, the last however many years. Even being in the finals almost every year and playing however many games more than the average guy. But even
Yeah.
still, you see he's dropping weight. He's playing different. He's less of like a brute force pulling a china shop kind of guy. Like he's smart like that. He's playing the long game. So we'll see.
Did you see the like the after when they were celebrating and stuff?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. What was some of the things that
I mean,
stuck out?
Frank Vogel, like he had said, I like people or LeBron had said about him that he wants his respect too, and he kind of made that clear in what he was saying when they brought him up to the mic. That he was the guy who was going to come in and put in the work, and like he fit with the coaching staff. The coaching staff has fun together, even though there was that because there's this weird Jason Kidd thing that they kind of put in place, of how long is Frank Vogel even going to be the coach? And then so like how many years do you get to coach that team? What happens after this? Do they stick with that plan? And why did they have that plan in place anyways if Vogel just won him a championship? You know. So, but he was just super proud of the team, and especially with the circumstances that are going on right now, to do it in the bubble and with everything that's going on outside and be the team that comes out on top. That's a big achievement. So he was definitely proud. And Jeannie Buss, I mean, like Jeannie Buss is like she's a great speaker. I mean, so is Adam Silver. I don't know if you saw Adam Silver doing his thing. Like just the whole NBA community is. I don't know. I think on a different level than some of the other major sports. Like
Yeah, yeah, that's all good. Did you see Rondo's son with the champagne bottle though?
yeah, yeah,
He was literally drinking champagne.
yeah. He was
Like,
chugging it.
yeah, that was that was the best for me. Like, probably the best moment of the night
Do
because
you think Rondo
he
gave it to
basic.
him or he found it? Like,
Oh, he definitely had his own bottle.
oh
Like,
wow, it's like
just
give
like he.
me too.
It's like no, that you walk into the locker room and they're all on ice, and he's like, he just takes it out the ice and opens it up perfectly, pops it,
Puts it in
maybe
a sippy
sprays a
cup.
little bit. No. He sprayed it on some. He probably sprayed it on a couple people, and then
No,
just the last half, he goes out there and flicks up with his dad, and just victory lap.
no, you're ruining my thought. Like what I want it to be. I want it to be that Rondo goes in, he picks up 2 champagne bottles, one for me, one for my son.
One
And
for
he
my
cracks
8-year-old
one
son,
open,
or
and he
however.
just pours it all over his head, like sprays it on him. And his son's got goggles too. And then he gives them a full bottle of champagne, and then they just go drink champagne.
Anyone who hasn't seen this photo, go to the our Instagram, the Live from Ox City Instagram. You'll see the photo. What we're talking about. It's Rondo sitting at center court, or like just the floor, and he's taking flicks, and his son is just in the background, full bottle.
Yeah, he's just guzzling a bottle of champagne.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a victory lap right there. What about Anthony Davis? He did Sports Center. I don't know if you saw that. He did Sports Center like after their little locker room thing, and he was tipsy.
Kuzma said he was too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, Kuzma said he was like, I'm pretty drunk right now because of champagne. Wow, they must have really been. But I mean, imagine I don't know if they drink, like, and if they do, like, what LeBron drinks, like a glass of wine or something.
Yeah, some of them drink wine. Like that seems to be the thing, because you don't have. I guess because there's no hangover, really, usually with wine.
Wine, with the high quality wine. I know they're not
they're
not drinking barefoot up there.
I mean, there's some good. Well, I'm not like super wine connoisseur, but I have friends that are, and they say that some cheap wines are actually really basically good quality. Like good quality wines don't necessarily mean that they're expensive.
I hope so, because that's all I buy. So that helps me.
No, but congrats to the Lakers fans winning the 17th championship. Doing it for Kobe. Definitely a beautiful thing. Yeah. Shout out to all the Lakers fans.
Yes. Glad to be back. Glad to have it. As Jeannie said, back where it belongs.
For me, it puts LeBron number 2.
You think so?
Yeah, because the different eras and the different ways that he won it. So like he's basically, for me, I look at someone who will win at all costs. For me, Michael Jordan is number 1. He'll win at all costs, and he losing was he hated to lose more than anyone that ever played the game of basketball. And he was the most talented person to hate losing.
You think the most talented?
I don't say the most talented, the best. Okay. That's the wrong word. Okay. And then LeBron, the fact that he's done it different ways. So this year he was passing LeBron. He was sidekick, I guess you could say, LeBron. Even though I think he averaged more. Did he average more points? Or who was the leading scorer? In the finals, he averaged more.
I think so.
But I think
it was
AD.
Close.
Yeah. Close. But he was an assist guy this year. Like he was, what he averaged 10 assists a game. You know,
10
he
assists a game, and also, I mean, a great defensive finals from everybody on the team. Really, like the whole team came out on defense and really played like they needed to play on. Not like they played the last game where they kind of, I don't know, they just didn't have the same physicality, the same aggressive defense that they had in the last game. But I think that's a lot of LeBron right there, you know. And of course, Jordan plays defense too. I mean, Jordan was Defensive Player of the Year, so you know. And
don't do that.
MVP in the same year, right? Is that?
I don't know if it was the same year, but name me another top 5 all-time player that was Defensive Player of the Year also.
Not top 5 all time, but didn't Giannis just do it?
Giannis just got this. Was it this year or last year?
He won MVP.
No, he didn't. He didn't win defense.
He's never been Defensive Player of the Year.
Was he this year? I
He
don't
was
know who
he
was
was
this year.
he was the MVP this year.
He was MVP this year. Yeah,
Yeah, so this year and last year then, right?
MVP.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
but he's never had
Was
the
he?
defensive player.
Who was Defensive Player of the Year?
Was it
It
Davis?
wasn't Giannis.
I don't know.
No.
I don't know. This is where's our
But
producer at? We need to.
yeah, yeah.
Hey, look that up. Look that up.
We'll edit. Yeah, look that up. Invisible Man.
Yeah, see,
Um,
see, that could be a thing that we do. Is just if we need information that we don't have, we'll just say look it up
look it up
to
to the
nobody.
listener.
Yeah, to the listener. There you go. And then they
Listener,
can
yeah,
tell
yeah.
us how fucked up we
Hit
are and
us
how
up.
wrong we are.
Hit us up at Live from Ox City. Um, and check us on that. But yeah, LeBron, man, he did. Okay, let me ask you this: do you think if LeBron stuck it out with the Miami Heat or with the Cleveland Cavaliers or with the Lakers, do you think he has more or less, like with the current like sidekicks and all that, the big three with Miami, like who do you think he does the best with?
I that three-headed monster that was in Miami, that's a tough one to beat. You know, Bosh, Wade, and LeBron. But I mean, just the duo of him and Anthony Davis is crazy. Like, I mean, to have one of those guys is, you know, is such a big thing. But to have two guys like that, like that's, you know, that might even be bigger than having three, than having that big three. And then if this becomes a big three somehow, because that's a possibility too, then I don't see who's beating them. You know, like if they get the guard that they really need to get, you know, like I don't know who that is, but I mean, you know, we don't. I mean, God, could you imagine if it was a Devin Booker or like a, I mean, something like that? What?
That is not going to happen. But I will say that LeBron, yeah, I agree with you. Actually, I agree with you with him and AD. The only reason is because from start rookie LeBron to now, he's in his actual natural state right now because he's the primary ball handler and he can be that point forward or whatever you want to label it. He can be that. He was never able to do that with Cleveland. He was never
Right.
able to do, I mean, he could. He's LeBron
He
James,
could,
but
but he's
he was
opposite.
never the primary dude the whole
Yeah,
game.
because he'd be taking Kyrie's thing away from him.
Yeah, and same with D Wade. So I would say this is his best sort of like pairing, him and AD,
Right. And
and
then just
they
the size of both of them. You know, like to have that size. Like Miami was having such a problem when they had Bam in the game because that lets Anthony Davis stand in the paint and just ruin shots. You know, like but when they had a shooting big, like that was the thing is that when they had Olynyk in there, then it at least had to draw Davis outside. But if you don't have a shooting big like that, then you know, and you got to go up against LeBron or AD, and then the rest of those guys, you know, Dwight Howard in there, like that's tough to beat. You know, I was thinking about it because LeBron's so what? He's 4 wins in the finals and 6 losses, I think.
I don't even know.
I'm
I know
pretty
he's been to a lot of them.
I'm pretty sure that's right. If not, it's close. Look that up, producer. Look that up. But and Jordan is 6-0, and of course the talk is always well, Jordan never lost. But if LeBron gets more championships than Jordan, do you think that holds more weight? Do you think championships hold that much weight to where if LeBron got 6 or 7, then that seals the deal?
No, cause what's his name? Bill Russell has more than all of them, right? Doesn't he have?
As a player,
Yeah, I think he
'cause I
has
know he has
like
some like he's like a
7.
player coach. He's like a coach. Bill Russell did everything.
I think he has the most. I
Okay.
want to say.
Okay.
I mean, if that's the case, Robert Ory,
Yeah.
you know, there's a bunch
But
of
I mean,
people, but
you're not just basing it off of that, obviously. But if it
Right.
got to that point, like say LeBron got 7, well, and that's a lot. That's a lot more. But say he got 7,
Yeah.
and it
Bill
was
Russell was
7
like
for.
11. Yeah,
But
and he has like
so
5 MVPs.
so then why isn't Bill Russell up there? Like why isn't he in that
So
conversation?
here's the part of the reason I stay with Jordan is because we're always a prisoner of the moment. So a lot of people, I saw this because in my age group, I was a fan earlier, I guess you could say, than my like most people in my age group. And I saw the passing of Michael Jordan being the greatest of all time to Kobe, at least living in Southern California, being the greatest of all time, and then LeBron James being the greatest of all time. And this whole time, I've always said Michael Jordan is the greatest because we're always a prisoner in the moment. I put Kobe number 2? I mean, I put LeBron number 2 and Kobe now number 3.
After
So
this?
I'm not far. Yeah, I'm not far from that. But I witnessed Michael Jordan and his will to win, and he was just a dog. Like he was just different than everyone else. And the eras, like, yeah, there's different eras. It's a less scoring era in the 90s, but he was just a absolute dog. Just think of Jimmy Butler mixed with Russell Westbrook,
Yeah,
mixed with
yeah,
like
that's crazy.
all these guys, and he like would he be a better shooter in this era? Yeah, because that's how basketball is played now.
Right,
So
right.
you're
Yeah, you're
comparing
right.
their eras. He shut people out from even
You're right.
getting
You're
to the
right. Let me
finals.
scratch this out. Hold on. You're right. Okay.
Yeah, I'm always gonna go for Michael Jordan though, until someone just comes along and you know
Well, we saw it last
changes my
night.
mind.
Alex
LeBron's up
Caruso.
there.
Oh,
Alex. Oh yeah. Oh, he's better than Lou Williams, huh? All right, we're not gonna talk about that. Let's move on to your next topic.
Kanye for president. I'm voting for him.
Okay, hold on. Are you
Vice president. My bad.
okay? Is he vice president or is he president? Like, what's going
Vice
on with
president.
that?
Vice president.
I saw on the ballot. It says vice president, but he's trying to be the president.
Oh, maybe he got confused or he forgot.
I don't understand what's going on with that. I'm confused with Kanye's positioning in all this. Like, why didn't he just go 2024? Like, it's so late. It's so late.
It's
His
less than
first
a month
commercial was
away.
today, less than a month away.
Less than a
I don't
month away to his
understand
first
it.
commercial. Wow. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, at this point, who else? Rocky and Bullwinkle, 2020.
Man,
And then
I
I don't even know
mean,
who's the guy who's running for president with him.
with him, yeah, I don't know. I don't know.
It was
I just see Kanye West's name. I'm not super into politics or whatever. I am now
yeah, as I say, I am now.
more. Um,
Can't help it now.
but yeah, Kanye. I think in my mind, I think Trump inspired him. Like when I say inspired him, he saw that it's a popularity contest,
Right.
and he's like, "Oh, I have Yeezys. I made this incredible music.
Yeah.
I could do it. I can make promises like if I was gonna be class president and offer free Skittles to everyone if I win, like some open promise that each elementary school president
That's what
makes."
he's hoping for is people to bite on something like that. But did you see his whole premise of what he's running for and what he's about and why? Like
Well,
it was
I saw you're
so
talking about the ad.
yeah.
I saw it was very like religious and
Yeah,
inspire
it was all like
hope and all this. He was trying to be
it was
Obama.
basically go back to no separation between church and state. And he was saying that
Mhm.
he just wants the entire country to just be all fall under his faith, whatever that is. I don't even know what his. I can't imagine what his
But he
faith
was
is.
also trying to. Didn't you get kind of there was like some type of like inspire for a greater hope and like
Yeah, I
just
guess
be
so.
inspirational, I guess.
Kind of, but still
It's
vague.
like,
I mean, like
yeah, I got
he
that. I
didn't
got
think
that
that
piece.
far.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Like he
Like
only
he
wrote
had
one
the
paragraph, and then he went somewhere else.
he doesn't even write his lyrics. How's he gonna write that speech or whatever it was? Ad.
Does
It
he really
looked
not write his own lyrics?
crazy.
He does. Yeah, he
No,
does crazy.
no, he doesn't. He didn't write his own lyrics.
Believe that Elon Musk like was friend. I guess not. Can't believe that he was friends with him, but Elon Musk semi endorsed him running, or at least he didn't say like, "Nah, don't listen to it." But Elon Musk is a genius, and then he didn't.
Yeah, but
This is
I
weird to me.
mean,
This is weird.
yeah, true. But I think also it's like he doesn't. He clearly doesn't mess with Trump, so he's just like,
Yeah.
yeah, I endorse Kanye.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Go
it's one of
for it.
those things.
Right.
Yeah. I mean, I
Plus, he
didn't put
figured he'd probably just forget anyways.
what celebrity. Okay, so say it's like
Tracy Morgan.
2020.
I've already thought about it. I've already thought about it many times. I know where you're going with it.
Tracy Morgan.
I mean, you've seen 30 Rock, right?
Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. Yeah, I've seen 30 Rock. Come on. Let's do this. First, before I had another question, but let's go. Let's do this. Who's your top 5 comedians? I'm putting you on the spot.
All right, so top 5, do you mean my favorite, like the funniest, I laugh the hardest when I watch them people, or who do I think the GOAT and the closest to the GOAT would be? Because I think they're two different lists.
Yeah, you like that you would watch a stand up that you would pay to go watch a stand up comedy or
Right.
or watch a sitcom or whatever.
Okay. I mean, number Chappelle.
You good?
Number one. Yeah, yeah. I just had to get ready. I just want to not mess his name up. But Chappelle, number 1 for me. I mean, he would have been on my list either way, whether it was just overall success and all that. But like I don't know how many times I've listened to "Killing Me Softly." What's his other special? Can't remember what it was, but before he kind of went on his hiatus, those 2 specials that he did, I listened to. I mean, like hundreds of times in the car, and finding a different funny thing in them each single time. Like a different part that I didn't realize was funny before. Like,
Was it San Francisco? It was something in San Francisco or something like that.
yeah, yeah.
I forget where it was, but I just always remember because he was like, in the beginning, he's like San Francisco, and then everyone he just stopped. He's like, "Where are all your black people?"
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, so Chappelle,
Wherever it was, yeah.
Eddie Murphy, for sure. Like Delirious,
And Raw.
yeah, and they're so, like when you can go back that far in time and watch something and it's still laugh super hard funny, like it crosses over generations. That's like Chappelle will be funny, forever. It'll be funny to our kids probably, you know. Like if you're one of those, then you're at the top. Trevor Noah is one of my other ones actually, like a more recent one, just because.
He's the political dude.
Yeah, but
He's
his stand up isn't so political.
but he's the the Daily Show.
Yeah, Daily Show. Yeah, and he's South African. But he brings an international kind of flavor to it, which is interesting. Like he brings a different perspective of somebody who's not from this country, looking at this country and living in this country. So that's him. I mean, Tom Segura, of course, the whole Segura brand and all that stuff. I seen Segura and his
Brand.
wife. Well, him and the other people that he kind of rolls with, the podcast network they started. You know, that whole enterprise. And now I'm just rifling them off. But Ronnie Chang, you seen Ronnie Chang? Yeah, I think he's another Daily Show guy. He's got a great special out on Netflix. Yeah, I mean, that's all right. So before, because I'm gonna ask you yours.
I think you only named like 4.
Oh, that was only 4.
Wait, you said Segura, Chang,
Noah,
Noah, Chappelle, and Murphy. My bad. Yeah. Okay, fine.
But all right, so my other list, because I got my other list right here, is number 1 at the top, Seinfeld.
Oh, you just threw a 6th one in there, like, and
No,
then
no,
just
no. This is the different list. This is the GOAT list.
Oh, so those were your favorites. Now this is the all right. Gotcha.
This is the GOAT list, right? So I got number 1, Seinfeld. What do you got?
Oh, you're not even going to give me my top 5. Yeah, you just
No.
I can only say
No.
Oh, the number 1 of all time.
Unless I ask you, and I'm choosing not to ask you.
So you're saying the number 1 of all time? Who do I have?
Yes.
Dave Chappelle.
The GOAT of comedy.
Yeah.
Why?
Because I laugh just as much on a show, Chappelle show, as his stand-up. I don't laugh as hard in Seinfeld stand-up as Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee or Seinfeld show.
Are you factoring in like sales, revenue, like that? That's kind of where I'm at with it.
I mean, all these people are going to be the breakthrough type people.
Yeah, but they're different levels. Like,
yeah, I mean, what do you mean? Seinfeld and Chappelle?
Different levels. Yeah,
Seinfeld and Chappelle.
Yeah.
So Seinfeld is probably the top moneymaker.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
But that has to deal with Seinfeld, the show.
I mean, it does, but it's obviously his comedy, his stand-up was a platform for the show. You know what I'm saying?
Nobody checking for Jerry Seinfeld's stand-up comedy specials. They're looking at Seinfeld, the show,
right?
And then second, Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee. I'm keeping it honest.
Yeah, no, I think so. I think we're looking at it.
You're looking at it at Chappelle's show, then you're going to Killing Me Softly.
Yeah, sure.
That's just my opinion.
Well, when we talk,
if we go to my top 5, Seinfeld is in my top 5. Well, so I'm not hating.
You can't answer.
I can't even say that. All right, go ahead.
No. When we talk best rappers, top 5 rappers, it's who's made the most money, who's done the most album sales, right? You know what I'm saying? And then we go to comedy. Like, I figure that's where we're at with comedy too, right?
Yeah, but okay, a lot of people would be like, "Oh no, Biggie. Oh no, Tupac." I mean, same thing.
Yeah.
I got Chappelle as number 1. You got Seinfeld number 1.
So what's your list?
Of what?
Of top
your first list or your second list?
Your first list.
You got like 4 like comedian lists.
Your first list. Who makes you laugh the hardest?
Okay, my favorite comedians.
Yeah.
Is I'm gonna go Chappelle, obviously. I'm gonna go Seinfeld. I'm gonna go Corey Holcomb.
Wait, so Seinfeld stand-up makes you laugh that hard?
No, not as much as his. Like I said, the Seinfeld show, the Comedians in Cars Getting Coffee, and the only reason I say that is because he's going up against other comedians. Like if he's a boxer, every single time he does that show, and if you can hold your own every single time, that makes you a GOAT. Yeah. So that's why I was like, okay, boom, stamp.
And then you have like Obama on there, and he's got some real guests on there.
Oh yeah. No, he's got the GOATs on there always.
Yeah.
I got Chappelle, Seinfeld, Corey Holcomb, who's he's in your face. He's super raw. The what you'll see him on is on Netflix. You can see like the Shaq, uh, uh, um, the All Star Weekend thing where he has like a bunch of comedians. Corey Holcomb, he's a dude out of Chicago. He's super like in your face. He goes too far. He goes overboard. He's I love that dude.
Okay.
He's super hilarious. Um Corey Holcomb, Silent B. Um all right, who is that three?
Yeah, yeah. So you got three right there. You got
Three. I have to go with George Lopez.
yeah. That's another
His
one that I've listened to in the car like
I love George Lopez.
hundreds of times.
He check marks a lot of the boxes. He has some funny um he has like two stand up specials that are funny. He has he had the George Lopez show on
Yeah,
network television.
he was
He's a funny
everywhere for a
dude.
while.
Yeah, he did the and I wish, man, I hope they do it again, but they did the I don't know what it was called, but they did the tour with like him, Cedric the Entertainer, um, Charlie Murphy when
Oh,
he was
King.
alive. No,
No,
it wasn't that. It wasn't
it wasn't
Kings of
that.
Comedy.
Yeah,
It was something else. It was a later version, and then I think Eddie Griffin. Oh, and DL Hughley, and
I remember. I remember
that
that
would
one.
have been something to see.
I remember
Like
that
a
one.
tour, like just straight all day, all night comedy. That would have
Yeah,
been
yeah.
fun.
Man, that's something I've never seen before. Like that used to be a thing, or at least it was a thing. You know, like
Yeah.
they had the black one and the white one. They had the Kings of Comedy, and then they had like Larry the Cable Guy.
I
And
don't see that. Okay, so there was an era. We're derailing a little bit, but there was an era where it was just like,
where's the comedy
and
at?
that was like the funny comedy. Like
You know
it
who is
was
up
that
there?
I never got into him. Hold on, it was that I never got into him. Pause. It was what's the other dude? Gosh, what was his name?
One of those
He
guys?
was so retarded, and I never thought he was funny. It was around when Chappelle started killing it. It was
Carlos
like,
Mencia.
well, we got this guy, huh?
Oh no. Oh, I don't know.
What's his name? You know who I'm
The
talking
puppet
about? He
guy?
was super popular. No, a white dude.
Are you
He
sure
was
it's not
just
Larry the Cable Guy?
no. It was another dude. God, his name
Dang.
is like
And some Southern dude, huh? Hey, look
nah.
that
He
up.
was
Producer, look that up.
he was just not funny, and he lived, and he was the biggest comedian for like 2, maybe 3 years. Um,
Was he a part of that little tour that? Because what they had a thing.
no, he was solo.
Yeah, we need to find out more from what like
I'm
what
a,
is the
I'm a,
name of
I'm
that
a, I'm
tour?
a Google him. Talk amongst yourselves.
Yeah, talk amongst yourself.
What was it?
Man, I don't know, but
Uh,
I have
it was like Will Ferrell esque. What was his name, man?
Will
He
Ferrell
was just
esque.
he was like all right. Let me see. White comedians.
Yeah, that's the only way to search it, really. I mean, I don't know how else you're gonna search it. What like unfunny comedian from the 2000s?
Um, man, hopefully I don't know. I forget his name, but
Redneck Comedy Tour.
Dane Cook.
Oh, yes,
Dane
yes.
Cook. I was like,
He was the
shoot, if you
chosen one.
wanted to
Yeah.
fall asleep, I did not think he was funny, but he was getting all the love. Like he was the best. And I was just
He
like,
was crushing it. He was
yeah, he
crushing it.
was he was he was on top of everything.
You know what happened to him?
No,
His
because I never watched him.
yeah, I know you never cared. I didn't either. But his brother was his money manager or something like that, and he stole millions of dollars from him.
Really.
Yeah, and so he's barely coming back into relevancy again, but he's
Oh,
still
good
kind
for
of
him.
yeah. He's put on some
Good for
weight.
him stealing all that money.
Not his brother, but Dane Cook.
Well, him and Dane.
But yeah,
Nah.
he's kind
Okay.
of
So
come
what
back
I
around.
have, I had, I had, I had Seinfeld. I had Chappelle. I had Corey Holcomb,
With a B,
George Lopez.
George Lopez.
Now, man, I'm gonna. There's like three. There's like probably three. I can't. That fifth one is gonna be either Martin Lawrence, um, Eddie Murphy, or Larry David.
Oh wow, Larry David.
Yeah,
I don't even know if I've seen his stand up.
I've seen one stand up. That's the only reason I don't have him like for sure in the top 5.
Yeah.
But he made Seinfeld. It's based on him.
Yeah.
He made Curb Your Enthusiasm.
He's kind of got like a Doc Brown vibe. Like I don't know if he's 40 or 80. I can't.
That's very true. But
I can't tell. But
my white comedians, I like that they're not racist. That's why I like them. Like they distinctly like
because they're Jewish.
I know, right?
Like,
well, look. Seinfeld had that thing when about the N-word. Did you see with Louis C.K.?
Oh no, I thought
was
you were
saying
talking about Kramer.
Well, that too. He was like,
Kramer
you effed
flipped
up.
out and just like,
yeah, he was basically like,
whoa.
you effed up. I don't mess with you.
Yeah.
But also Louis C.K. was like saying the N-word. Louis C.K. was saying the N-word, and Jerry Seinfeld was like, I don't see he's like, I don't understand the want to say the word, nor do I seek the understanding of it or whatever. Like basically, like I'm not touching it.
Yeah.
So boom, Jerry Seinfeld. Who else?
Wait. I just want to observe that Kramer said the N-word a few times on TV, and he's just like.
No, he said it one time during stand-up.
Oh, that's what it was. Yeah.
He said it in stand-up
he
multiple times during that same stand-up.
He was getting like people
trying
to bring him down and bad, and he's just like hoping for a light perverser from Seinfeld, and Seinfeld was like, nope, sorry.
I mean,
drown.
What do you expect? Nah, he didn't do all that. I mean, what do you expect? He didn't do that. I saw the thing too. He was basically like, yeah, you messed up. Like, why did you do that?
Yeah, I remember he went on a talk show, and they were like, hey, what? Like,
it was like
they asked him straight up, and they were like, hey, what about Kramer? He said some crazy shit.
He was with him.
Yeah, he was like apologizing like he was his dad. Like, oh, I'm sorry, like this guy's crazy.
He just screwed himself up. Yeah. Okay, so Larry David, another non-racist dude, he got JB Smoove as he's living in his house in Curb Your Enthusiasm. You can't get, you know what I mean? Like, listen,
that's the
so he's okay in my book. And then George Lopez, his tour, it's all black dudes and him, so.
Yeah.
I mean,
I changed my list. I changed my list. I put Kramer in the top.
His highlight is just literally like walking fast into a room.
Walking fast into a room. That's your calling card.
Yeah.
What about that other big win that happened the other day? That one in Kansas City. You see that?
Oh, you talking about the Raiders
beating
the defending champions?
The defending champs at home.
That was crazy. That was a good look. That was you know what? The NFL needs that. The NFL needs more any given Sunday type games.
Like what? Shootout? Is that what we're talking about?
Any given Sunday, anybody could win.
Yeah.
because it gives hope to every team. Not saying that
Right.
the Raiders are trash, but
No,
I mean
which
it gives it, you used to see where it's like the worst team still has a chance against this good team because it's any given Sunday.
yeah.
And so that's what happened.
Well, the margin is so small. The difference between who the elite teams are and who the 500 or sub 500 teams are. The difference between those teams and the other teams is not that much. And so, if you have stuff go the wrong way, like the Chiefs, they had a offensive lineman get hurt. That hurts. But the Raiders got injuries too. Everybody's got injuries. So, but you never know. You never know how it's gonna. I mean, look at tonight. I don't know if you saw tonight, but the Chargers came out and like just destroyed the Saints, at least for the first half. And nobody was thought that happened. Drew Brees versus a rookie on the other side, and then you know, but it happens all the time. It happens every week, and then this week it happened for us.
Yeah, the I don't know. I guess I'm just waiting till fans are able to come back and it
Oh
be more of a NFL season vibe. It's almost
yeah,
like you're just watching it from afar right now. You're not participating in the NFL season right now. Which is like kind of everything with COVID. Even
did you
the
feel that way with the NBA season?
I love basketball more. So I was and it was kind of like an escape slash savior
Right.
type of deal. So I didn't get that same vibe, but and also the NBA season didn't start off like that. So I actually was able to go to Staples Center for a couple of games.
Right. There's
So,
already momentum.
yeah, I got to experience that, the vibe of the teams and stuff and the 20 or the 2019 season, 2019-2020 season. But it's starting off. The NFL starting off is like no fans, pretty much, depending on where you're at. Because I know
Yeah.
Miami's just open to all
Yeah.
fans.
Man, I saw some of those college games. I think that were going on in Miami. Every other school is just like there's people kind of sprinkled in throughout the arena, the stadium. Miami is like there's more people than capacity. Like they're filling it up more now. But I guess that's just how Florida rolls.
2020. I mean, now that there's no more basketball officially for 2020, basically, it's gonna be interesting because that's my thing, basketball, and I'll watch a bad team play. I'll watch two bad teams play.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll watch. I'm a Raiders fan, so I'll watch the Raiders games. But I mean, it's gonna be.
Yeah.
We don't even know when the season's gonna start. The NBA season's gonna start.
Right. But we do know when the draft is going to be, though, right? The draft is going to be. I thought soon, maybe. I don't know.
Maybe,
But I know
but
everybody's schedules are all kind of off, anyways. Like the NHL, they just finished, and then they just drafted seemed like a week later. So I'm not sure what the NBA is planning, but so what do you think? How do you think you're gonna make up that lost time after the season's over? I know I got stuff. I'm already I mean I know you got stuff too. You'll figure something out. Like we're always staying busy anyways. But it is
yeah, no,
I'm gonna miss it. You know.
yeah, I'm gonna miss it. That's basically we're starting a podcast at the right time
Right.
we because basketball season and usually it starts around this time,
Right.
so it's throwing everything off.
Yeah. It's usually it's starting. And then you'll have Christmas Day games. You'll have all that stuff, but it's just gonna kind of. I mean, we don't even know if it's gonna go back to being that. You know.
It's all about that vaccine.
Yeah. Which is gonna be a whole
Yeah,
nother
we'll
thing.
see that vaccine, man.
You know what? The NBA did such a good job with that bubble that I was surprised that the NFL didn't do the same thing. And then now you're starting to see it's almost every week now. Some players test positive, and then they got to move the game, and they're just moving it, and they're taking that away that bye week, and then they're playing the game instead of having that bye week. But you can only do that so many times, you know. And I think we're only what 5 weeks through the season, so you know I was thinking about it before. I was surprised they didn't go with a bubble type scenario, but somebody else had mentioned to me that's a long time to be in a bubble by yourself, you know.
Super.
Like was that
But
5 months?
yeah, and then not only that, just think of how many people. Like you gotta basically have three. It's gonna have to be Disney or some. You're gonna. The NBA was just a small portion, and you
Yeah,
had
that's
all kinds
true.
of staff. But then not only that, you have what 30 teams in the NFL.
Yeah,
The rosters are five times
yeah, that's true.
as big, and then the personnel. There's coaches on. There's so many on both sides of the ball.
Yeah,
It's a lot
it's a
to do
different
to a bubble.
production. That is true. Even when
Yeah,
you look at the stadium size, you know, like what's your average NBA? Like 30,000 maybe, something like that. I mean, NFL stadiums are what's double. You know, even the whole production is bigger. Yes, that makes sense why you can't do that, I guess.
yeah, no, it is. It would definitely be tougher to. And what are they doing with these games? Like they're just kind of shuffling them around. Are
Yeah,
they
so
making
it's
them
like if
later?
if a team would test positive, then they would figure out, you know, okay, your bye week is going to be in 3 weeks, and then the other team's bye week is going to be in four. Then they'll just somehow switch the bye weeks, and then switch around games. Like there's going to be a Tuesday night game tomorrow, you know. So I think as the season goes on, there's going to be Wednesday night, Wednesday night, Thursday night, Friday night. Who knows if we even get through the season, you know. But so we'll see. But it was good to see. I mean, good to see the Raiders get a win at least, especially a good win on the road. You know, it was good to see Henry Ruggs get out and start running because I know he's been hurt the last couple weeks.
Yeah, he looks like a legit uh, deep threat
Yeah, game
that
changer.
can that can change kind of the dynamic of a game. And it's cool to see the Raiders. When the Raiders are good, I think the NFL is in a better place because there's such a big fan base and there's a history with the Raiders being a good, hated on team. So I think
Good
it
way to
just
put it.
helps the NFL.
I like that you
Yeah,
put it that way. Do you
yeah.
think it's too much for me to ask for that the Lakers, the Dodgers, and the Raiders all win it in 2020? Do you think that's too much to ask?
No, no, you can do that. I'll be cool with the Raiders. I'm not a big a Dodgers fan anymore, and I hate the Lakers. Well, actually, hate is a strong word. That's a word that should be used for Lakers fans. But yeah, I'm not a Lakers fan. What do you think about the NFL in Las Vegas? Like that whole. What do
Dynamic.
you think? Yeah.
I mean, you can if we're talking about betting, you can bet anywhere. You know, you can
Oh yeah. I'm not
put your
talking
own
about
mind bet
that.
in. I mean,
I'm
I think
talking. No, I'm talking about the. I'm talking about the.
positive. You're talking about
No,
like
I'm talking about. Listen, the NFL's in Las Vegas. Okay, so the um the Philadelphia Eagles come to play the Oakland Raiders, and they fly in on Friday night. Touchdown. They see the lights. Now what?
yeah,
From here to Sunday.
yeah.
Like, I,
I
what do
feel
you
like
think that's going to be like? And that's
I
going to
feel
be
like every
every.
city has their spots, like right? No, I mean, okay. Some have less than others, of course. You know, you
Only team that's like the only teams that are like that are LA and Miami.
and
Everything
New
else
York too.
is no. Everything no. Everything else
New
is
York. I mean, what
New
about
York is
Atlanta?
a big city. Yes, yes. But what I'm saying is these are these LA and Miami have a different aura around them. Yeah, Atlanta is known for certain things. New York is known for being the Big Apple and it's the biggest city in the nation. But LA and Miami and Vegas are known as the party places.
Right. Yeah.
And
I hope it becomes a factor. I mean, yeah, I figure players, players who are playing there, you lose the shock and awe of it once you're living there for a while. Once that stuff. I mean, even living where we live, or being close enough to just drive to Vegas in a few hours or whatever, it becomes less of a crazy thing. But if you've never been there before, if you're flying in and you're a millionaire or like these players are, you can do whatever you want when you get there. Yeah, that's a big factor.
I mean, things are gonna happen.
Yeah.
That's the G-rated version. I mean,
Yeah.
it's gonna be. I think it's gonna go crazy. I think it's gonna.
You think it's
Listen,
going to be an issue?
once things. Okay, this whole nation is waiting for everything to open up. Okay, so do you know how crazy Hollywood, South Beach, and the Strip in Las Vegas is going to be once things open up? It's going to be like a year-long party
Yeah. Yeah, you're
and a
right.
year-long who knows what's going to happen. So for that to happen and NFL teams, they're going to be a part of it.
Right.
If they fly in and it's like it's open.
And you can go anywhere you want. I mean, you
You can
haven't been
go
able to
anywhere
go
you want.
anywhere in a
And it
year and a
never
half.
stops. Listen, I went to man, should I say this on here?
Yeah,
Who
definitely.
cares? No one's listening.
Yeah, no one's listening.
Yeah, yeah.
Producer,
So
beat that out.
so so when I first got to Miami, we go to we go to a place, right? And Lawerence Taylor's there. Lawerence Taylor, for those who don't know, he's if you know
Started
who
the water
Khalil
boy.
Mack is, if you know who Khalil Mack is, he's an NFL player that's considered him and who's the other guy for the Rams?
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald. He's them on steroids. He's the best football player of his generation, Lawerence Taylor. So
where is this that you said?
and he's an
Miami, right?
elite, yeah, and he's an elite party guy.
Oh,
So
I
when
didn't
you
know
think
that.
of,
I didn't know that.
oh, he's top 5 dead or alive.
Oh, wow. Okay.
He's top 5 dead or alive of NFL at least. He's Rodman status, yeah. So look, me and my friend go there and we see him in like a little VIP section, and and he's with one other person. My friend knows that other person. He flags us down, and we go and we're hanging out. It's me, my friend, the guy he knows, and Lawerence Taylor.
Oh, God.
And I'm looking at the earring.
Oh, he's got the lightning bolt?
Yeah, I'm like, oh shoot, this is Lawerence Taylor, and that's the earring too. And he's telling us stories, and I'm just thinking like, and he was like, this is normal. This is a normal thing. Like basically what he's telling us is normal stuff. He's not going
the bottom of the barrel.
he's
like
not
for the
going
crazy.
he's not going in. He just met us. He's not going in. He's like, I don't know these people yet. I'm not gonna tell him the extreme stuff. But what we're hearing is extreme stuff
Right, extreme to you.
and extreme details. And I'll tell those details maybe like episode 10 or something once I get,
After the
once
nightcap.
once we get like a shot or something. But yeah, he man, he had some stories. Anyways, I'm just thinking like NFL players, there's what, 50 people to a roster?
Yeah, just about, yeah.
Man, those guys go and disperse and paint the town red.
I mean, especially,
Is that the
everybody
same?
does it. Yeah, they do, but they're but the guys who like aren't gonna play, and they're making like few $100,000 a year.
That's who we're talking about. We're not talking
Right,
about the five guys who are the stars. We're talking
right,
about the rest of the team
right,
that they get into some hangover part two type stuff.
right.
That's what I'm saying. Um,
I just
you
hope
know
people
what?
hear about it. Like
Yeah,
I hope that whatever stays in
you
Vegas
won't.
doesn't stay in Vegas for like the other teams.
You won't. You know what? I gotta take this moment. Shout out to the dude in the club. Shout out to the dude in the club that is in the men's restroom selling cologne and gum. You know what I mean?
That guy.
Shout out to that. He's a hero. He's a modern day hero. I'm a.
Have you ever paid
There's
that
two
hero?
of them. Huh?
Have you ever paid that hero before?
Absolutely. But look, hold on. Here's the problem. There's two types of those dudes. There's two. I'm gonna break it down. You ready?
Yeah.
There's so poof, you open the door. That's you opening the door with one hand and almost
Yep.
breaking it down.
Or my foot.
There's the one that hates on every single person that walks through that door, and he looks you up and down, and there's no change in expression, and it's leaning towards a frown.
So basically, me or you, if we were working in there.
I'm saying if I was at that position, yeah, I'd have that. But I'm saying this person is applied, interviewed, and got the position. So, boom, it's that dude. He judges everyone that walks through that door. He's wishing you catch a flat tire after.
Yeah, or you get drunk, or you piss
Oh
your pants
yeah.
in the back.
Oh
He's
yeah.
hoping you get a little bit of piss on your jeans when you.
Oh, he's hoping for that. He's wishing on a star for that.
Right, that's all he's got.
But then there's the other dude, and this is the guy I'm shouting out. He is such a he's acting like he remembers you. Even if it's your first time there, he's working hard. He's working absolutely hard. There's two people washing their hands at the same time, and he's trying to get that towel and make sure that spin. No. He's spinning the towel in the air.
Oh, okay.
After you wash your hands, and then it lands on your hands so that you can dry your hands. He spins it in the air. He twirls it. It's the show.
The street corner sign guy.
No, he twirls it. He throws it. Yeah. Oh yeah, his day job is the street twirler.
Right.
Or whatever they're called.
Right.
But I'm saying he throws the towel up in the air, and it spins. It does like a little spin, and then it lands in your hands. Yes. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's doing the production. He's working for that change.
He's giving you that conversation.
He's giving you that conversation.
How's your
every
night?
Single time. Oh yeah. Shout out to that dude right there.
Of conversation, you know what? I think it's a perfect way to do a nightcap. Because I don't know if I've told you this story before, but I'm going to tell people who are listening, even though nobody's listening.
You're crazy.
What reminded me was this guy that you're talking about working in the bathroom, and his cheery, demeanor, the way that he's nice to you when you walk in, all that stuff. Because I met a guy who was such the opposite of that one night, and It was bad circumstances. I was in New Orleans, in the French Quarter. Is that what it is?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I went with some people from work, and we went out. We started drinking, and I kind of get separated from the people that I'm with, and then so I'm going to find them. Turn around, I'm walking out, and in front of me, there's a guy with his girlfriend or a woman that he had brought or been with, and they were arguing. And I'm drunk, I'm pretty far gone. So, they're arguing like, and so I just said something like, hey man, chill out, like, no worries, like.
You didn't say it like that, but go ahead.
Okay.
I know you. Hey man, chill out.
Yeah, you're right.
Hey man, please.
I thought I said it nice.
Go ahead.
This dude goes, "Oh, you want to get involved?" and swings.
Yo, what?
I went down immediately. Bam! Like swings. Bam! And I hit the ground, and I'm thinking, did this dude just punch me right now? Is that what happened? And then so I'm like getting back up, like, all right, I'm gonna whoop this dude's ass. By the time I stand straight back up, another one. Whack! And I go down again. Bam!
Dang.
And then I get back up, like, all right, I'm gonna kick this dude's ass. And then by that time, I don't even know how long had passed. He was gone.
You woke up the next day?
Oh.
You were drunk.
Yeah. That's my excuse. But then, so I need to get back to my hotel, and actually, right after.
Wait, who are you with?
That's what I was just about to say. When I got up, I stood up. He came running over. Oh, what happened? I didn't see anything. Okay.
He ran on you.
Right. Okay.
Oh shoot. Oh shoot! He ran on you. Wow. But, what's his name? Say it. Let's shout him out. The guy who ran on you.
I don't remember his name.
Oh man.
But he knows.
You gotta shout those people out.
Yeah, you know who you are.
Shout out to you, runner.
But
you ran on someone fighting, getting dropped.
Yeah.
I was trying to say it the best way possible. You ran on him.
But so I had to get back to my hotel, and I don't know what it was. I don't know. I was too messed up to use my phone or whatever. But I ran into a homeless guy, and I told him that if he led me back to my hotel, then I would give him $5.
Did he negotiate with you?
I don't remember, but he led me back. So I'm walking through the street with a homeless guy and like his dog or something, and the whole walk he's giving me these life lessons, like sometimes you just gotta get your ass whooped, man. So,
did he see it?
I don't know, but
you just told him. You just told him probably. You probably told him as you were walking.
I got blood all over me.
Oh yeah.
And he was just telling me like, man, like you got your ass kicked sometime, like sometimes. And I was getting so mad that I was yelling at this homeless man as I'm walking with him back to my hotel. And I'm just like yelling at him to stop, like just shut up, like just take me back to my hotel.
Just get this $5, man. Shut up.
Like I just got my ass whooped, and now I'm walking back to my hotel.
He was trying to earn a commission, a tip on the $5.
Yeah, and
some motivational speech.
Just clowning me the whole time, like making fun of me, and so moral of the story is don't intervene into anyone's business ever.
Yeah. Definitely.
Also, the other part of that is that I like to imagine that when they hit me or that dude hit me and I went down, that the girl was just like so turned on by him doing that to me that she totally forgot that he was being an asshole to her in the first place.
Oh, so you saved a life?
No,
you took one for the team.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, but
you're a hero.
I wish I did it in a cooler way. Like
Mm.
that wasn't the way that I was going for,
You see that clip of Michael B. Jordan getting knocked out on the set of Creed?
Yeah. Oh
It was
yeah.
for the movie. It was for the cause. You
Right.
were Michael B. Jordan in that moment.
Yes.
Twice.
That's the better frame on it. Yeah.
There you go. Dang. That's a good story, actually.
Yeah. It's a lot
Shout out
funnier
to the
now.
bum that walked Greg home.
Yeah. I don't even know if he was real, honestly. He's probably just a figment of my imagination now that I think about it.
Mm. Who knows?
Yeah. But
You never know. You actually, yeah, that's crazy. That's a great story.
thank you. Yeah, I think that's I figure that's a good way to get to know me, right? No? Good representation of me.
Yeah, there you go. I like that.
All right, so you good?
Yeah, I think we that was our first podcasts. What is it? What you say it with? Okay, is this podcast?
Session. Yeah,
Podcast session. All right.
Yeah, first
So
session.
it was our first session. I don't know how you feel.
I mean, I got to tell my story about getting my ass whooped, so that's always good in the bag of tricks. But what you think?
Yeah, I think it's cool. I mean, we decided to do this because we've been friends since kindergarten. Our family has history with each other. Our dads were friends before that. I mean, it's only natural since we were going to do a podcast to do it.
Give some insight.
We could just talk. Yeah, just talk about what's going on or whatever we feel. We might have guests. We might have some of our friends. We got some pretty interesting guests that we could bring on. I think it'll be cool.
They're interesting to us, which even if you don't know them, as a listener, then you guys getting to hear our relationships with these people is kind of insight that's interesting to see from an outside perspective,
I don't really care if no one is interested. I don't care about the listeners.
Yeah, but
I care about what we
like when I listen to other podcasts and they have people on that they know or people that they know really well, no matter who it is, whether I know that person or not or know anything about them or not, that relationship between them is what makes it interesting, So I think that's what we're trying to bring in.
We're gonna bring some people on who we don't like too. So we're gonna have some arguments on here. We're gonna have some interesting people.
We're gonna roast some people.
We're gonna roast some people for sure.
Bring them on specifically just to eat them up.
100%. I don't know about eating them up, but yeah, we're definitely gonna roast them.
Pretty sure cut that out.
But yeah, it was cool. First episode. What do you feel like doing? A weekly, maybe?
Yeah, weekly, bi-weekly, monthly,
yearly,
triannually,
yearly,
quarterly. Do all of those. Maybe we can do some special sessions. Do a little holiday thing. Maybe do a live thing at some point. Maybe even do an in-person thing sometimes when the world comes back to being a thing.
Is this where you say like, comment, subscribe, and all that?
Yeah, I think so, right?
You're supposed to say like below? Or is that YouTube? YouTube, huh?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you could like below. Wait, is it like or subscribe?
Well, how about this? If there is a like or subscribe, please
do that.
Yeah, please do one of those.
Get active, listener. Yeah. Hey, you, listening? Get active on our page on the podcast app. Go on your podcast app. You hear? Hey, and you listening with next to the person in the car? Go on the app too. I don't care if there's two of you or three of you listening.
Turn your volume up so that the person next to you, like the driver next to you,
take out that Taco Bell burrito, put it back in the wrapper. Get your phone out with your greasy hands.
While you're driving,
or like
while you're driving. Subscribe,
Don't wash it down with that soda. Put that soda down. All right. Like, subscribe, comment below. Are you supposed to comment?
And then enter whatever dollar amount that you want to put for donation.
Put the money in, whatever. Like it, and we'll
share it
next time. Yeah, share it. Ooh, share it. Share it with that person. Share it with your Uber driver.
We'll get into that next time.
Matter of fact, tell your Uber driver pull over right now, and if they don't put our podcast on, you let me out.
I'm walking.
Let me out.
Just remember that this podcast is about your health, and we're getting you to walk.
We're getting you to walk.
Take off
unless you like or subscribe, then you could just stay fat.
Then you can still ride in the car.
All right, peace. All right, let's do the
thing.